What's going on, guys? I know in the past few videos we've been making lots of farms, so today I want to take a step back and make something cool. I want to make a cozy little dungeon underneath my house that contains things like a beacon and a little library so I can keep some books that you guys make. I have this one book here that a stream viewer called Dirtman wrote, and it's pretty cool, it's pretty fun, and also I'm going to need a place to put all these pets that I have, so yeah, it'll be a good idea just to have that little section down there. But before I do that, I'm going to need to get rid of these guys because they can't stay up here. So I'm about to dig the floor. Out you go, come on, everyone out. You guys can go here, and then you other guys can go over here, because we need to culturally separate people. I mean animals. Oh, and before we continue, I do want to show you what I did with the gold farm. It's nothing too special, but I did make it look a little more pretty than last time. don't ask why there's all rotten flesh everywhere. That's all the updates. I haven't done much else except for AFK at said gold farm, and I got just a little bit of gold, just a tiny little bit. Alright, now let's start preparing for what I'm gonna need for this dungeon. First, I'm gonna need a bunch of black wool, so let's make up a bunch of that, and I can dye all of these sheep black. Okay, I need 3 more ink sacs. Aha, a victim. 3 victims, actually. Oh my gosh, these guys drop so much. Yoinked. Okay, 9 ink sacs should be plenty. Yeet! Bam, bam, and bam. Alright, now I can just keep that black wool there, and eventually we should have enough once these guys regrow. Next up, I'm gonna need a lot of deep slate, and thankfully I have a fair bit here. Now let's get digging this area out. It's times like this that I regret making my floor out of sand. Now it just falls down when I dig underneath it. Oh, mining this stuff is so satisfying. Alright, and that is the area dug out. Now I can get to work replacing all of these walls and the floor with deep slate tiles. That's 1 wall. That's 2 walls. That's 3. And that's 4. Now I can fill in the floor. And that is done. And now I can finally put in my actual sand floor again. That is not sand. I don't know why I was doing that. And it's good as new. And for the floor, I'm gonna need the black wool, so we gotta keep shooting these sheep. And I actually never use these doors, I just jump over the carpet, so we can actually get rid of them. Alright, I'm gonna go see if there's enough wool, and then I'll come back if it's not. Okay, it was in fact not enough wool, so I'm gonna have to yoink a little bit more. Aha, yoink. That's right, you guys all have to stay naked now. I'm gonna make sure of it. Oh no, I'm like 4 off. So I'm gonna yoink that, and we are good to go. I should also probably light this area up, because monsters can probably spawn everywhere in here. Alright, so I can put a torch there. That's where the dragon egg is eventually gonna go, when I get it. Then on these 2 sides right here, I'm gonna be putting some end crystals. So I'll need obsidian on the floor. And now with the crying obsidian that I have, I can put it in here covering the walls. But I don't have enough. I can either find a ruined portal, or I can trade with piglins. I think trading will be my best bet, because I got all of these blocks of gold. And I think I only need 3 or maybe 2.5 stacks to make a beacon, so that means I can use all of this to trade with piglins. So let me make up a gold helmet just so they're not mad with me, and let's go trade with a few piglins. Let me see, if I make a little tunnel down here and I just trap a few in there. Come on bro, over you come. There we go, now there's 2 piglins in there. Oh, is that some crying obsidian? Nice, let me grab that. Now let me just give them all of that gold. That's like a stack of gold blocks. Hopefully that gets me enough. I've already gotten 3. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so much good stuff out of this. Alright, you know what? I'm pretty bored. I think that's way more loot than I need. So I'm gonna have to say thank you very much for your business, but goodbye. Yoink. Alright, now I just gotta get all this stuff back home. Okay, that is a lot of fire res, and luckily for me, enough crying obsidian, so I can fill in these areas. And now I want to make up some ink crystals, but I don't know where I'm gonna get a bunch of ghast tears from. Yeah, that gas farm is overpowered. Now I can put in the end crystals just like that and cover it up with black stained glass. Although, you can't actually place the glass here. So to cheat the system, I can use a couple of pistons. And if I place them like that and then push them with a redstone block, the glass should go in. Yay, nice. Let's do the same for this one. And next up, I'm going to be putting some magenta candles in these gaps here. So I can grab some of this string, and then I can go over to my bee farm, and I can grab some honeycomb. Boop, that's a bunch of candles. And yeah, I have plenty of bones, so I can bone meal this lilac. And I think this should give magenta dye. I am bone mealing a sheep's butt. And I think he likes it. And yeah, magenta dye. And now we can just put them in here and light them up with some flint and steel. Okay, this is looking good, but I think we need some amethysts on the floor and the ceiling. And by I think, I mean I know because I've already planned out this build. But I only have shards and I don't think you can place these down. I'm pretty sure I need a silk touches. So let's head down to the amethyst geode and try and collect some. I need a couple of small ones, which I think is this. Yeah, there it is. And then I need a couple of large ones. Oh wait, these are fully grown. I need a, this one large? Yeah, that one was large. Okay. Oh, I can see what they are through the F3 screen. Medium amethyst bud. Okay, that's good. Well, this one's large. Okay, I might just have to come back because this is taking a while. But for now, this is enough to get this side done at least. And then on these sides here, I'm going to be putting some armor stands, which I don't actually know how to make. Okay, so it's just a smooth stone slab, I think. So if I turn this into slabs, then I should be able to make some. Yeah, nice. And I can place them down just like that. And now I got to use a bunch of my beloved diamonds to make some armor. I'm going to make 2 full sets of diamond armor, and eventually I'll convert that into netherite because that'll look really cool down there. And I can also duplicate this armor trim because I'm going to need a bunch more of that in the future as well. Now I'm broke again. Yay! But the real riches are the friends we made along the way. And now this area is basically done for now. Eventually I'll need to get a pearlescent frog light, which is gonna be a bit of work because I don't have frogs yet. And I'm gonna need the dragon egg, and I'm also gonna need some netherite for these things. But that's a future job. Now I'll work on the other side of it. Okay, so the entrance is gonna be this one here, which I'm gonna just fall down. And then the exit is gonna be this one. But the thing is, I want these things going all the way down to Y-54, I think, which is like the diamond mining level. So for here, it can't go all the way down because I'm just gonna fall straight down. I could do a trap floor, which would look ugly. Or I could make a piston, pull out this block here when I press a button. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so let's see. If I power this piston here with the redstone torch. Okay, I'm gonna need a blackstone button, and thanks to those piglin trades before, I got plenty of blackstone. Wait, how do you make a blackstone button? Oh, it's a polished blackstone button. If I make this polished, and then I put it there, then I can get a button. Mojang, why is that so confusing? Why would you do that to me? Okay, so now if I put a button here and I press that, yeah, beautiful. It retracts, I can fall down, and then it closes back up. Now I can seal this area up with these deep slate stairs, and also the top part here can get sealed up as well. Now this is where I'm going to be putting the chiseled bookshelves, which I can make up just like that and place down just like that. Also, in the last video I did mention that I was getting a bunch of bookshelves, and I did get a bunch of bookshelves, and that's where all my emeralds went, but after I designed this thing, I realized I don't want normal bookshelves, I just want the chiseled ones. So that's a waste, but at least I can use them to make up a couple of lecterns. Now the lecterns can go here, and now I am going to need the rest of those large amethyst buds. Oh man, this takes forever. Bro, these things are just staying at medium size. I don't know why. Okay, you know what, this is taking so long. I wish I could do it now, but I'm just gonna have to do it on stream because I gotta get this video out. But one thing I can do right now is work on this water elevator. So let's dig all the way down to Y-54. Now if I farm a little bit of kelp, and grab a bit of soul sand, I can make up a water elevator. So now I got a way to go down, and I got a way to go up. And if I just want to go down into my normal section, I can just drop in like this and not press the button. Now this area down here is my mine shaft. I'm going to need to put a beacon down here, because that's exactly why I made a mine down here, to put the beacon. So to make the beacon, I think you need nether star, glass, obsidian. Nice, now we have a beacon. I can grab 3 stacks of gold blocks from my valuables chest here. And I can also grab some gold to power the beacon. Now the spot that I want the beacon is going to be in this middle section. And that is going to be this block right here. So let's dig all the way down and see where it ends up. Nice, right here. Alright, so bedrock's here, so I can't go any lower than bedrock. Unless I break it, but let's be real, I'm not going to be breaking any more bedrock. Alright, now we can start building it. Alright, and there is the full beacon. Let's just place it down. And I don't think it's gonna work because there's some blocks up there, so I'm gonna go have to clean all that up. Okay, so up here I can put a deep slate slab and then a carpet on top. And it looks a bit weird, but it's better than nothing. And then for up here, I can do basically the same. I'll put a slab here, and I'll put a slab here. Again, looks kind of out of place, but it's okay because there'll be a beam here and that'll distract you. Now I basically need the same for this one here. And I think there's soul sand, yeah. Because I got a bubble elevator here, but pretty sure that soul sand is a transparent block. So it should go all the way up because all of these are transparent blocks as well. Let's see. Is this meant to shoot up even without anything in it? Yeah, I think it is. See what happens when I get rid of the soul sand. Yeah, okay, it's the soul sand. Okay, so instead of that up here, I'm just gonna have to keep it pretty simple and put maybe some ladders instead. I mean, it's not that big of a distance and I rarely go up here anyway, so it's no big deal. Then I got a slab here so it goes through, and I got a slab here so it goes through. Now I can put a glass pane here, and that'll make it black, so it looks a bit more fitting for the theme. And I can give myself haste too. Oh, now mining is so much nicer. Now this little area where the mines are is done, and when I go mining I will continue that way. Actually, one thing I want to do is put chests over here, just like that. And now the final thing I need to do is make a spot for my pets, which I'm going to do in the walls over here. So I can do the walls like that, and then I'm going to fill in the back with crying obsidian. And I can do the same on the other side. And now all that's left to do is bring in the pets. Get in the hole, bro. Get in the hole. That's what she said. Okay, now I can just push them in these gaps. And now we can seal them in with black stained glass. Nice. Whiskers, apple pie, you guys can chill here. And now I can seal them all in. Right, this is looking really good. It's coming together really well. I just have a few things I need to do. A couple of them I'll do on stream, but the last thing I want to do for today is I want to get some books, because these bookshelves will need to be filled in. And also I want to get some more slime so I can use an oozing potion and this little hole of chickens I made, and I can get a bunch of feathers for the books and also a bunch of slime. So let's splash them and heat up real quick, and let's kill them all. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of levels. Alright, that's a pretty decent haul of stuff. Oh, actually, remember how I said I got all these bookshelves and I have nothing to do with them? Well, I think I know what to do with them. Turn them all into books. And now all I need is a bunch of ink sacs. Fortunately for me, there's a bunch of squids over here. Unfortunately for them, there's a bunch of squids over here. Is this chicken still here? I can't remember if it was on a video or a stream. I think it was a stream. There's just been a chicken swimming around here, and I don't know why. But yeah, we'll leave him. Okay, hopefully 35 is enough. Oh, I forgot these things don't stack. And now let's start putting them into the bookshelves. And there we go. And you may be thinking, David, why is there an empty one right here? You didn't fill it in. Ha ha ha, yes, you're right, I didn't fill it in. That's because we gotta put Dirtman's book in there. Voila! And that is gonna be it. I'm gonna have to do those other things on stream, except for maybe like the dragon egg, because that one will happen when we fight the Ender Dragon, which should be very, 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 very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!